Michael Cahill is out of the Tipperary team because of injury. Shane McGrath comes in but will start at midfield. Kieran Bergen drops back to the right wing and Cahill Barrett now starts in the left corner. Conor McCormick and David Tracy are late additions to the Dublin side. Joey Boland drops out of midfield and Dotsie O'Callaghan is out of the full forward line. Niall Corcoran is in for Paul Schutte, who's injured. A place in the semi-finals up for grabs and a place against Cork. Dublin looking for the first point in this All-Ireland quarter-final, bearing down and firing that over, and they have the first point, and it's Danny Sutcliffe who puts Dublin in front. Nobody near him.
Danny Sutcliffe has started at centre forward there, and Alan McCrabb will be moving around, as Eddie Brennan said beforehand. He's more effective out the field.
Here's Lar Corbett, wonderful first touch from Corbett, and that looks good if it has the legs. It looks fantastic. It is fantastic from Lar Corbett. He barely had time to have a glance at the post, and from a massive distance out, Tipperary draw level, one each. Alan Nolan, Ryan O'Dwyer got a stick on that. Johnny McCaffrey ran away from him and from Danny Sutcliffe. Now it's James Woodlock of Tipperary, has Ryan O'Dwyer in tow, and O'Dwyer managed to put him under pressure. Lar Corbett from the other wing on this occasion has scored one brilliant point. Now you can make that two, and his eye is very definitely in. Two stunners from Lar Corbett.
Yeah, great play again. Look where he is, right out in the middle of the field. Niall Corcoran has been picked obviously to man mark Lar Corbett, and that's not going well so far.
And now it's Liam Rush with Bonner-Marr. Liam Rush, such a powerful man physically. Bonner-Marr isn't exactly a shrinking violet either. Now Ryan O'Dwyer from the Tipperary 65-metre line, and O'Dwyer has fired that one over, and that should give them a boost. Starting to hurl, trailing by a point. Tipperary leading by 5-4, and Ryan O'Dwyer, his confidence will be up after that.
Great play by Liam Rush there before that, and John McCaffrey slipped on a nice simple hand pass, and a good score by Dublin.
And now it's 2 against 2. Shane Durkin lost the flight of that. Peter Kelly is out. Liam Rush is there with him, and Rush is the free man and gets Dublin going forward again. Distance on the ball. Conor McCormick attempting to get involved. James Barry is there as well, and Barry with that glove on his left hand with a good clearance for Tipperary. Up towards Lar Corbett, who never actually got there because Seamus Callan was there instead. Callan from a tricky angle has got that one. Lovely point from Seamus Callan. Dublin on the attack, Tipperary, very quick counter. Lovely score from Callan, first from play.
Yeah, and I think that's the difference. You know, it's clear there so far in the game. The Dublin forwards' first touch is not up to the same standard as the Tipperary players.
Now it's John O'Dwyer. They say he is the best wrists in the county. Shane McGrath running straight into Shane Durkin. McGrath from the sideline, that is gorgeous. Some of their points today have been absolutely superb, and we've only been playing for 21 minutes. Tipped by 9-4.
Great play by John O'Dwyer, but Shane McGrath, you know, probably not happy about being left out of the starting team until Michael Cahill's injury allowed him back in, and that's a super score by him, and that reflects, I think, Tip's dominance. You know, they've gone 5 points up now, and they're all over Dublin at the moment.
They do have the wind. James Woodlock and the Bonner-Marr. Their tails up, the confidence is high, and the Bonner-Marr running straight at Dublin. Opens up for Marr! Just wide. That could have gone anywhere. Lar Corbett out after it. David Tracy was there as well. Johnny McCaffrey. Michael Carton seems to have switched wings with Stephen Heine, who's now at left half back. Now 2 Dublin players, and it was only James Barry there. Opportunities for Dublin, need a score, and they've got a score. Very tidy point. Johnny McCaffrey.
Yeah, and that was made again with a great ball by Danny Sutcliffe again. Great running by Johnny McCaffrey off the ball here, and you see he cuts back inside and over the bar, and that's a great response by Dublin. That's 2 points in a row now.
It's all about intensity and work rate and energy, and that was strangely absent against Kilkenny. Alan Nolan to Michael Carton, who's settled in at right half back, and Carton goes route 1. Conal Keeney soaring up after it. Dotsie O'Callaghan has got it for Dublin. Possibilities for them here. He lost it. Great pick up by David Tracy. Tracy spinning, turning and scoring, and that is a lovely point for David Tracy and for Dublin. 4 behind.
Yeah, it's a great pick-up and a great score, but it was a great chance of a goal there. Dacio Callan dropped the ball when really all he had to do was carry it another yard and give the hand pass, but good score.
Another 90 seconds of the first half to go, and that is Garrod Ryan, and that's gone over. And is this starting to drift away from Dublin, even though they're going to have the wind in the second half? But Tipperary finding it easy going now. Dublin with the wind, and it is a strong enough wind. Stephen Heine surrounded Bonner-Marr for Tipperary. Michael Carton behind him. They've cut them open already. Here come Tipperary. Seamus Calnan juggling with it, put under serious pressure. Garrod Ryan now. First point of the second half is Tipperary's. Second for Garrod Ryan.
Yeah, good work there by Seamus Calnan. Again, Liam Rush did very well to stay with him. A lovely hand pass out there, and Garrod Ryan stepped back inside.
Only 1 point from play in the second half. Liam Rush firing that up. Nice pick up from Paul Ryan. Is this the moment it finally comes to life? Ryan flicks it back in. Doxy O'Callaghan for Dublin, dragged down. Free in, I think, is the decision. Or it's a penalty. No, he's given a penalty. He pointed towards the goal, Brian Gavin. Cathal Barrett, the player who dragged Dotsy O'Callaghan back. Now, Dublin had a penalty early in the Leinster final, and Conal Keaney put it over the bar. This has got to go low.
This will be low. Paul Ryan will probably take it, I'd imagine. Lovely bit of play there by Paul Ryan. I thought he could have had a shot himself, but you can see there Dotsy held up by Cathal Barrett.
This to put new life into their challenge for a place in the All-Ireland semi-final. Paul Ryan of Dublin drills it. It's been saved, but Keaney's in after it. It's put over for a point. Conal Keaney put it over for a point. They get something out of it, I suppose. And now there's a bit of noise around Semple Stadium.
Yeah, nice height, good save there by Brendan Maher. Keaney came in and took it well. He was unlucky, hit the top of the crossbar. I thought, Ryan, you're very hard to generate power with just a very short step up like that. Maybe we should have gone back another yard and put more drive into the ball, but good save.
Now Dennis Marr's in. Two players run off it. Noel McGrath's taken up a really good position. They've cut Dublin open again. 4 against 2. Goal chance. O'Dwyer's got it. John O'Dwyer. Dublin switched off, and that blue and gold wave tore them asunder. Tipperary have made their move, and is that the move that takes them back to Croke Park?
Well, you imagine so, but James Woodlock, lovely little flick in there to Seamus Callan, but the whole thing opened up, and Callan very unselfish into John O'Dwyer. Lovely goal by Tipperary, but that's been threatening for some time. You know, they've had a lot of room there every time they've run at Dublin in the second half.
Peter Kelly. Eamon Dillon. Oh, that could be very nice, and is, from Eamon Dillon. Excellent score. Better.
Yeah, super take out of the air there by Eamon Dillon, and he checked back inside and off his left side. Great score.
Fires it forward, Paul Ryan, lovely interplay. Is there some end product? Paul Ryan over the shoulder. Tester for Gleeson, almost, but Tipperary managed somehow to keep the ball out. Padraig Marr held up, free out Tipperary. But somehow they managed to stop this going into the back of the net. Who got the crucial touch to keep it out?
Darren Gleeson, in fairness, kept his eye on the ball, and he batted it out there. Good stop.
Inside the last 10 minutes in Thurles, Tipperary in charge. Cork waiting in the All-Ireland semi-final. Padraig Marr furious that nobody competed with, or Anthony Daly furious that nobody competed with Marr in the air. Here is Seamus Callan. They could be in for another goal. Callan steadies down, point the result. That was just too easy for Tipperary, pulling away again.
Yeah, that was a great take by Seamus Callan. First of all, Padraig Maher played a good ball into him, but just stood up Peter Kelly, and lovely score. And you know, they've had a good battle all through, but Callan playing very well again today.
Here's the Bonner-Marr, and this is where he absolutely thrives, running straight at Dublin. Nobody home. Bonner-Marr, great save from Nolan. O'Dwyer though adds the finishing touch, and it's Tipperary who will play Cork in the All-Ireland semi-final. We've had that feeling for quite a while, but John O'Dwyer, with his second goal of the second half, just puts the icing on the cake. Owen Kelly's in, Tipperary on their way.
Yeah, and that's what Tip have been doing. Brilliant save there by Alan Nolan, first of all. But look at that for a finish by John O'Dwyer. Textbook, lovely strike, great technique, and fantastic game he's had at corner forward today. But Tipperary have opened up Dublin throughout the second half, and those goals were inevitable at some stage.
And their meeting with Cork will be something to be behold. Here goes Liam Rush, furthest forward we've seen him in the entire game, and it's a bit late now for Dublin at this stage. Their race, long run, trailing by 7 at half-time. They didn't get the start to the second half they wanted, and Liam Rush just chips that over the bar for their 16th point of the game. And that is really that. John O'Dwyer's 2 goals, 2 massive highlights in the second half, but it's Tipperary. And from half-time, it looked like it was always going to be Tipperary. Tipperary, the feeling with them that there's much more to come. We'll find out the next day. They have beaten Dublin by 2-23 to 16 points.